Yeah, very good evening, one and all. I hope so you can hear me. And we have completed about our project documentation, and it was around like level 2, I guess. Let me check. Yeah, level 3. We have crossed level 3. Okay. Before going for the final version, we have to do some learn a concept. Okay, we have to learn some concepts before making into the next step. Okay, so that's what we are going to do today. So today we are going to deal with the files. Files means a text file. So why we need it? Technically, this is our previous program. Okay, like this we have our previous program. What we do? We started with a menu-driven program, and if you give play, it will ask for a name. Let me give my name. Okay, and let me play something 556156 1. Okay, now my score is 22. Listen very carefully. This is the crucial point. What I did, I run the game. It gave four options to me: play, have to play, exit, and score. I choose one, that is to play the game. It starts like welcome Rashid, and it gives the run as 2, and I give run as 5. Then I score 5. Then it repeated the process till I am out. Okay, so computer also scored a 6. I also scored a 6. So we are out now. Okay, so what it displayed? My name and out. So now the final score is 22. Whose score is 22? My score is 22. Okay, now what's next? In case if the another player is playing continuously, listen carefully, continuously, back to back. Okay, now the next one is playing. I'm giving the next one name, and it is asking for a run. I'm giving 5. Suppose if I give a wrong run like 9, it says invalid run. So let me give 5, 6, 5, 6, 4, and I'm out. My score is 27. So at this point, yes, sure. Mastan Wali, I'll extend the time for the assignment. No problem. Let's move on. So I'm playing continuously, back to back. A person is playing a game, and then the next one is playing the game. So the first person score is 22. The second person score is 27. Okay. Now this is the first step. Now, if I want to see the scores, those who have played already, if I give choice 4, then it will display the score. Rashid scored 27, new name scored 27. Okay, so the score is displayed. Now, what is the problem here? Suppose I close this game. Listen very carefully. Suppose I close this game. I mean, I'm stopping the project. Okay, I close the game. Like tools, cancel, build. Okay, now the game is closed. Now I run once again. Okay, now I run once again. How many of them played already? How many of them played already? Before stopping the program, how many of them have played already? How many scores did we get already? 2. Yeah, exactly correct. We got 2. Okay, now I check the score once again. But what it says? No scores to display. No scores to display. Uh, can you tell me why it says no scores to display? Yes, it's a question time. Could you tell me why it says no score to display? What is the reason? Actually, we got 2. Yeah, you're right. Janvi, Sucharita, Ajij. Yeah, you're right. But if I take this time, why it says no scores to display? What is the reason? Please type your answer in chat box. Actually, it should show the output as 2, right? Then why it is saying no scores to display? What is the reason? The data is not stored. Exactly correct. But last time it showed, right? What is the difference? When I display the score last time, it displayed the person name along with the score. But this time, why it is not displaying? What is the reason? Think. Yeah, the answer is exactly correct. But how? How it is not stored? How it is not stored? Because it is stored in temporary memory. Okay, it will store inside the RAM. RAM is the temporary memory. That is why when you close the program, all the data is flushed, or all the data will be deleted. That is why RAM is called volatile memory. So I'll show you what is a RAM. RAM means random access memory, which is used for uh, performing quick and a short task. Okay, quick and short task. Say like an example, if you watch a movie in computer, if the computer suddenly restarts, what happened? You have to see the movie from the beginning. This is an example for RAM. Suppose if you type a document, okay, you open notepad and you type something, okay, like this. If you type something and if you shut down the computer immediately, what happened? This data will be lost permanently. Okay. Suppose if you want to save the data, you should save into this primary memory into secondary memory. Suppose if you transfer this from primary memory to the secondary memory, it will be retaining for a very long time. Okay, that's what we are going to learn today. So today we are going to learn how to store the data into the text file. Okay, before doing that, okay, let us have some reading data. How to read the data from a file into Python. That is what the first task we are going to learn more about it. Okay, so that is what the first task we are going to learn more about it. Okay, so I hope you understand your topic. So today's topic is we did not know how to store the data into the text file, and we do not know how to retrieve the data from text file. Text file means simple notepad. That's what I have discussed with you, right? If you take any file, if you type any data, okay, if you type any data, what happened when you shut down the computer? It will not be available once again. Suppose if you save the data, then if you shut down the computer, restart the computer, the data will not be affected. Okay, that's what we're going to learn today. How to read the data from text file. First we see reading, and then we see how to write the data. Okay, to read the data, first we need to create a text file. Okay, to create the data, first we need to create a text file. How to create the text file? Just right click, go to new, and take the document. Let us take the document sample file. Okay, the default extension is .txt. You can see here .txt, that is text. Now what is inside the text file? Nothing. Okay, so let us write something. Okay, so I created a text file. In the text file, I have added some letters, okay, some words. How did I add? I add like this is my sample data in the text file, which is about to read by Python program now. Okay, simple. Now we got a text file. Now what is the next step? How to read the text file. Okay, that is the next step. How to read the text file. How to read the text file. Okay, so first where the file is saved. In my computer I saved in D drive BBIC training Python 3 day 27. Yeah, it's very big thing. I'll tell you how to read the file. Listen carefully. First we'll see how to read the file. First step. Okay, first step, you have to create a file object. Okay, that is the first step. This is file object. So this file object is used to write into files. Okay, so this is what we're going to do now. So what we do, first we do create a Python program. So this Python program will take the file object into the text file. Okay, what is a text file? Text file which contains some data. Example, this is my sample text. Example, this is the sample data of the text file. Okay, so what are we going to do? First, we're going to create a file object. First step. After creating the file object, I will read the data or write the data. If I'm going to read the data, I will take the data from the text file. If you are going to write the data, I will write the data from the file object to the text file. This is what the process. Okay. Now, first step. What we have to do? First, we have to open a file. Let us create a file object. File object is equal to, you should open the file. So to open a file, there are so many ways. So what I do, I use the relative path. Relative path means giving complete path. How to give in Python? First you should give R and then quotation mark, paste the folder. Okay, paste the folder, and inside the folder, what is my file name? That you have to type here, sample.txt. Now add this in your path, that is file object path. Okay, now save. Any doubts on this? So first step, I'm creating the file object. Inside the file object, I'm going to open a file. So what is the meaning of this? Suppose if I remove R, you see it shows like escape sequence error, because it is followed by a backslash. I guess you remember, like new line, tab space. All these are called escape sequence. Now, when we try to do in Python file handling example in a Windows platform, this will cause an error. Suppose when I run the project, this sometimes may cause error, basically because of the folder name. To avoid such error, you add R. If you add R, what happened? It will convert into a raw string. Okay, it will convert into a raw string. Any doubts on this part? I'm just opening a file pointer. See, what is this file object? It is input output text wrapper of this particular file. Which mode I'm going to use? I'm going to use the read mode. Okay, the default one is read mode. So first step you should take the file, and second step you should take the mode. So I'm going to read the file. Okay, I'm going to read the file. As per this diagram, what is inside the file? As per this diagram, what is inside the file? Data. So what is the first step? Open the file object. What is the second step? The second step is we have to decide what kind of operation are we going to do. Whether we are going to read the data or write the data. Reading means taking the data. Okay, reading means taking the data. Writing means giving or putting the data. That is, reading means taking the data, putting means writing the data. Okay, so now we created the file object, and then we have to do reading or writing. What are we going to do? We are going to do reading now. So reading means it is to be done with the help of R mode. Okay, after this give R. Okay, read mode. Now what do you want from this file? I want data. So what I do? I create a variable called data is equal to file object dot read. Okay, what it happened? First it created the file object, and then it reads the entire file. After reading the entire file, the data is saved into the folder data. Okay, it is super easy. First it will read the entire entire file and assign into the variable data. Okay, now we got all the data into Python. So what we can do? We can print data. See here, I get exactly what is written from the text file. See, three steps. So first step, file object, we should create it. Those who have computer, please try now. Those who do not have computer, please note it down. If you want to have a better program, you can give like this. Path is equal to path. Mode equal to R. So I will give path comma mode. Okay. When I run the code, what happened? What is it saying? Oh, close parenthesis. What is it saying? It says the data from the text file. Now you see, let me modify this. Unsaved. Now I run the code. What happened? The entire data is saved permanently in a text file. So once you perform the operation, what you have to do? You have to close the file. What we have to do? We have to close the file handler. Otherwise, the data loss may occur. If you do not close the file, data loss may occur. Okay, now if I run the code, what happened? It reads the text file and displays the result. So what happened? Read will read the entire content. Okay, read will read the entire content, and it will display as a string, only one complete string as the entire data of the text file. Okay, next, if I want to uh, do some work, like if I want to take the words of a text file, word, okay, if you want to take the words of a text file, what is the word? Word means this is my sample. So 1, 2, 3, 4 data in the next 4, 8. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There are 20 words in this text file. Now, how do I get the total number of characters in this text file? Any guess? Who can tell that? I want to find out the number of characters in this particular text file. Give any easy method. Think it is considered as a raw whole string. It is just Python string. Now tell me how to count the words easily. So this is the program to read the entire data from the text file. Now what am I asking? Tell me how to count the individual characters in this text file. Character count. Okay, let's check the answer. Actually, right. Narendra Kumar, Mopi Devi, and Billa Prem Kumar said the right answer. But what is my question? This is a file object. So, file object is like a vessel or a container. But we don't want a container. What we want? We want the data. What is my question? How to find out the length or one by one character which is present in this particular passage? How do you find out? Uh, Janvi said the right answer, and Mopi Devi said the right answer. How it is possible? See, what is it? It will read the string. I'll show you. It will read the string. We know very well we can find out the number of characters in this string with the help of len. So what happened? Len will find out the number of characters in a file. So easy method. So there are 96 characters in the file. That is this file. There are 96 characters. How do you do? By giving the variable data equal to file object dot read. You may ask a question. Why do we only add file object? Is there any rule for it? No, no, no rule for it. You can add as f. So f means file pointer. File pointer means it is a link or a connection between uh, like Python file and a text file. So whatever in the text file will be taken into Python. Okay. After taking into Python, it will convert into the native data type. So that data type is a string. So we can calculate the characters with the help of len of data. Okay. That is how it works. Now, first topic is over. Suppose This program will display number of characters. Okay, so this is the help of read. Okay, this is the help of read. The read will read the entire content. Okay, read will read the entire content of text file. Okay, next we have read line. Okay, next we have read line. That is also a similar program. You have to get three things first. You need to know which path the file is located. Example, it is located in my drive, D drive, BBIC, training, uh, Python training 3 days on 27 sample file.txt. So likewise, you should create a text file. After creating the text file, assign into any variable, path or mode. Even PM is also fine. After doing it, let's try to get read line. So data equal to read line print data. I say right every time when you close, I mean when you finish your operation, close the file. So every time when you complete your operation, then you have to close the file. Okay, read line. Now what happened? Oh, file object dot read line. Okay, see what happened? It will read only one line. That is the problem of read line. Read line will read only one line at a time. Now, if you want to read one more line, you should give like line 1 equal to read line, line 2 equal to fe dot read line. If you display line 1, okay, if you display line 1 and line 2, see both of them are printing. Why both of them are printing? Because I'm calling the function and I'm calling the function for only these two lines. So only for these two lines it will be working. If you want to read the third line, no problem. Once again, you do the same work. Print of line of 3. So 3 lines will be printed. So what is the problem? Suppose when we want to print every single line in the bed, I mean, we want to print every single line in the file, you have to use that many number of times of read line. So it is not always possible. So what we do, we will take while loop. Okay, we will take while loop. Why we take while loop? Because while loop is condition based loop. Till I get empty, I will work. Okay, let me modify the code. Listen carefully. What we have to do, leave this same. Okay, this is common for all the file handling program. Next step, we have to go for while loop. In while loop, what you have to do, you have to get data. So what is the data? File object dot read line. So it will read the line. After reading the line, print data. Now, is this program correct or is it contain any problem? Please answer your questions. Is this shown program is correct or is there any problem with this code? Please note it down. It's your test. Good luck. Okay, let's check the answer. No answer. Is this program correct or any error? That is my question. Like, is there any error, any possibility of error? So this will read the line, okay, and it will print the data. What is the problem here? Okay, nobody answers. Yeah, we did not give enough condition to end the code. Increment operator returns continuously. Yeah, see, what's the problem? It will run for continuous one. Why it runs for continuous one? Because we are giving while true. Okay, so now this will be keep on reading. When we need to stop the loop, if the data is equal to empty, what it means? If there is nothing to read from the text file, what happened? It will read the empty data. Suppose if the empty data comes, what should I do? I should break the loop. See now, the entire content of the text file is completely read out. How is it possible? This is completely possible because of we are giving it in while loop. If it is in for loop, then it won't be working. Okay, please note it down. This is what read line program. And the next one is read lines. Read lines. What it means? Read lines mean uh, we can read more than a line. Okay, read lines means we can read more than a line. So how it works? First step, we should create data. We know very well all the operations will go through the uh, data and then it works. So what I do, data equal to file pointer dot read lines, and that's all. When I run this program, you see, read lines. Why there is no output? Because we have to print it. Okay, so what I do? I do like data equal to f dot read lines. So what happened? All the data from the text file is read line by line, and now we have got in our list. So this is how the read lines will use. Read will read the entire passage. Okay. Read line will read only one line each time from a single file. Read lines used for reading all the lines at once. See, the program is simple. Now you run the code, then it works like this. So this is called read lines, and read line. Now what we did, we are going to learn more about um, reading characters or counting particular characters. So first what we do, first we go, character means it is a letter. So letter means obviously we should go directly. Okay. So data equal to f dot read. Now what is my expected output? What I am expecting here is super simple. I want all the two letter words from this program. Two letter words. Example is my, in, is, to, by. Five letter word. Okay. Let's see how to read the two letter words, and then we'll see how to read the characters. First step, how to read the characters. So we know very well, we do in this way. See what happened? One by one character has come separately here. One by one character has been coming separately here. Separately. Now, if you want to count the letter, only letter, okay, we use read for letter. Okay, now this works like one by one. Now I want to count a particular character. Example, I want to count how many O. Okay, now tell me how many O are in this program. Count how many O's are there in this program. That's a question. How many O's are in the program? O means this one. 1 minute. This one. Count how many this are in the shown file. How many O's are there? Please type the answer. How many O's are there in this text file? Come on, type the answer. Okay, 5355. Okay, so let us write a program to count. Okay, see, let's write a program to count. Easy program. So, do you know how many are there? So, I don't know. Initially, I take it as 0. Okay, I don't know. Initially, I don't know, so I take it as 0. So, now what I do? If the variable I is equal to O, then what should I do? I should increase the count. See, when I run, I get the output 5. You get me? What happened? It will take one by one character. See, I display now. It will take one by one character. So initially, what is the count value? 0. Initially, the count value is 0. Okay. So now for I in data, what is in data? T. So what it printed? T comma 0. Now if I is equal to 0, what happened? Count is incremented. Is it equal to O? No. Is it equal to O? No. Likewise, it will keep on checking. Suppose if there is any O, then what happened? The value is incremented automatically. You see here, I get O. If I get O, the value is incremented. If I get O, value is incremented. Okay. If I get once again O, the value is incremented. Likewise, whenever I get O, the value is incremented. Okay. Suppose when I want to count number of A, okay, how many A's are there? Just letter A. So here check line by line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 A's are there. What I do? I will make only one change here. A. See here, there are 6 A's. There are 6 A's are in this text file program. Super simple. Okay, first we have learned how to count the single character. Okay, single character count we have studied. Let us check how to count the numbers. Okay, let us check how to count the numbers. Now, where is the text file? We have a text file. Let me add some number. Okay, now I have so many numbers in the text file. All of them are hidden inside. So how do I count the numbers? We know already how to find out the number. So how do you find out the number? In strings we have studied. How do you find out whether a given string is a number or not? How do you find out? In Python string, how do you find out whether the given string is a number or not? By which method you find out? Perfect is digit. Exactly correct. So what I replace for I in data, if I dot is digit, then I should increment the count. See, that's all. Python will take one by one character, and for each character, it will check whether it is a digit or not. If it is a digit, then it will increment the count value to 1. So every time the digit comes, the value will be increased to 1. Okay, so this is how we do counting program in a text file. So inside the text file, I'm doing the counting program. I can read any text file. You don't think only whatever we create. It's not like that. You can create any, you can read any text file. Okay, now let us read the special characters. So what is special character? What is special character? Do you all remember? What is meant by a special character? Okay, it's not digit and alphabet. Exactly correct. Yes, yes. Now, what are we going to do? We are going to count the special characters in this. So let's add some special character. At the rate, exclamation. See, there are some spaces, right? Space is also a special character. So that is also included. Okay. I have quotation mark, I have comma, I have full stop, I have open parenthesis, I have asterisk, and then I have tilde sign. See, I have lot of exclamation marks and a lot of special characters. So how do you read the special character? Same. Let's save into the next file. So special character count. How do you do? So if not I dot is digit and I dot is alnum. So what I do, I just change into is alnum. So how do you define this? If not I dot is alnum. Suppose if it is not an alphabet or a number, then it is considered as a digit. So that's how it works. So number of special characters is equal to count. See, there are 37 special characters. You may wonder whether it's a true or not. Let me remove. Okay, just 3 I remove. Let for example, let me remove 3. Okay, now I save the file. Now I run once again. You see here, it is reduced. Now 34. Okay, let me remove something noticeably like 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I save. Now I run. It gives 31. Okay, for a better understanding, let me remove one more and save. If I check, see, it gives 30. So, special characters can be counted with help of if not, not means opposite. Dot is alnum. Okay, how do you count number of spaces? You remember, how do you count number of spaces? I want to count the space. This, etc. How do you count it? Do you remember? Can you remember how do you count the space? It's okay, I'll tell you. To count the space, we should use is space. See, if it is space, then count is incremented. See, there are 22 spaces in this text file. You understand better? Let me remove one space. Okay, I save, I check. See, it is 21. Okay, let me remove one more and save. I run. I get 20. So this is how it works for reading a text file in a Python and processing the file by reading one by one character. So tomorrow let's try to understand more on these text files. I hope so you have understood the class and we have some practice programs. You'll be getting assignments from this particular topic as it is a very important one. So kindly get ready with it. Okay. And all your project documents have been distributed. Your project documentation of a hand cricket game, project documentation of your guessing game, and your logbook. You have asked for a logbook, right? Project internship logbook. It is distributed also till June 20. I guess 20, yeah. So all the very best, and do not waste your time. Invest your time. Practice as much as possible. Thank you so much, participants. Thank you so much for your patience and your hard working. Have a very good sleep, and good luck. So let's meet tomorrow then, and then we'll have a session with a lot of questions and a lot of innovative things. Thank you so much, participants. You may leave now. Have a very good night. Sleep well. You can leave now. No need to post thank you, sir. Good night, sir. No need. You may leave now. That's okay. I'll share the recording with you also. No worries about the recordings and files. It will be uploaded in your Google Drive. Yeah, participants, thank you. Thank you so much for joining. You may leave now.